Moises Caicedo picks Chelsea, and now it is the final stretch. It's the end game. Moises Caicedo to Chelsea, a new bid of 115 million is about to be submitted. The only thing left is the payment structure. Romeo Lavia, apparently 55 million has been accepted, not from Liverpool, but from Chelsea. What, Chelsea are going to get Caicedo and Lavia. And Kepa Arrizabalaga, all of a sudden, he's gone from rejecting Bayern Munich to accepting a move potentially to Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid. The man is really failing upwards. Like, on a level, he is absolutely failing upwards. Let's break these stories down. Let's get into it. And Winstanley is in big trouble when it comes to his job. I'm telling you. Welcome to the Kavkas View, bratochi. I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. We've got 3 major stories, so I'm not going to hold you guys up. I just need you lot to do me a massive favor. 1,000 likes is what we request on this channel. It goes a long bloody way. It really does. So hit that like button. Subscribe as well. We are literally less than 450 people away from getting 30k. So if we can do it this weekend, you could be the difference right now. Just hit the like button and subscribe and literally share this video around to your friends. It's the easiest way. It's first story, and this is a big one and it's a great one. So Moises Caicedo yesterday officially declared that he wants to join Chelsea to everybody. Literally the whole world knows it. Fabrizio put out a tweet that's got over nearly 80 million views on it. Fabrizio is going to bring in so much money from that. Good on him, he does a lot of good work. What are we going to talk about? In the sense that Chelsea have now decided that they're going to bid and either match or outbid Brighton's initial accepted fee for Liverpool. What they're going to do is, over this weekend, and this is their long-term plan, they want to put a bid in this weekend, have it accepted, and at this moment in time, all the reports are stating it's going to be 115 million pounds. The 115 million pounds will be broken down into payment structure. As you already know, payment structures are my worst nightmare. They're my worst enemy. I hate how meticulous they need to go into this detail, but at the same time, it's 115 million, guys. We need to be realistic, we need to be slow, and we also need to be understanding. Caicedo is not going to play tomorrow. So does it really matter if the deal gets done today or if it gets done on Wednesday? The thing is, it looks like the individual is going to become a Chelsea player. It looks like the individual wants to play for Chelsea, and it looks like he is going to be a Chelsea player and paraded potentially tomorrow. However, now we need to talk about the Winstanley issue, because the Winstanley issue is massive. Winstanley has been negotiating with Caicedo's camp for 3 months. He got a very good agreement done with the camp, to the point where that agreement, in my opinion, is key to why Caicedo is still becoming a Chelsea player and he didn't run off to Liverpool and join the club. However, the fact that this is the 3rd time now Todd and Igbali have to come in, hold his hand for a deal, is actually damning. Let's talk about it. He got Desai done easily. He got Gabriel done easily. Washington done easily. Other players that are youth players coming through the academy, Jackson done easily. Why? Because they're easy deals. These deals, the player wants to join, the club wants to sell. It's nice and simple, no hassle, no back and forth. The deals where the struggle comes in, it's where the big boys have to come out. And it's actually worrying that consistently, Todd and Igbali have to get their hands dirty. Number one, they hired the chief Winstanley as the sporting director. What has he done? Well, Enzo Fernandez, last day of the season, last day of the window, Todd and Igbali were out in Portugal, apparently got into scraps with the Benfica board. Guess what happened after that? They ended up paying the release clause. Todd and Igbali, that is. Number 2, Moises Lavia. They had to fly out to Turkey, had to close the deal with Igbali present. Now number 3, Igbali and Todd got involved with Brighton and Tony Bloom, and this again is going to get done. However, what is this telling me? And I'm saying from the outside looking in, it's telling me that they don't take Winstanley seriously. Winstanley is fighting back consistently with any negotiation, and then Todd and Igbali come in and say, you know what, we're just paying this money, we're getting this deal done. They end up paying over the odds, we end up getting shafted, but the reality is, it looks like either A, they don't trust him, or B, they don't believe he can get the job done on the big occasion. So he needs to be very careful, otherwise he's going to be out of a job, or at least not in this role. And what I think is also massive, and I think is very interesting, the types of players we're going after are great. Like, clearly, the scouting team is doing a great job, and he's part of the scouting. Like, no doubts about it. Look at what Brighton have built. He was key. He was integral there. So, evidently, he's got a good eye for talent, but maybe he just can't negotiate. Maybe that's what it is. But now moving on to the next story, which is massive. Sky Sports have been very good in the last week. When I tell you their stories have been on point, they've been ahead of the curve, and Damesh has been literally reporting stuff far and away quicker than most people. And yesterday, he said something that was very interesting. After we pulled out the Tyler Adams deal, I thought, you know what, we're only going to get Caicedo. Good, no problem, Liverpool going for Lavia. No, Chelsea are going to get Romeo Lavia as well. And this is crazy because apparently Chelsea have had a 52 million plus 3 million in add-ons bid accepted. This has been reported by numerous individuals, Damesh from Sky being first, and number 2, the Secret Scout giving us additional clarity. This is led by Joe Shields. Joe Shields has been putting in the graft. He's very highly regarded, and you know how I think of this man. When he says a player is good, I trust him. I don't need no second opinion, purely based on the fact that his track record is that proven. However, this is where it gets very interesting. 55 million plus 115 is 165 million that we're going to spend on 2 centre midfield. That would force us almost to play a 4-3-3. However, this morning Damesh has come out and said that the players camp is pushing this. The players camp want this to be in the open. Liverpool are going to retaliate, but Chelsea are trying to wrap this deal up as quick as possible. And you need to understand they're working on 2 deals at the same time here. These are big deals involving 165 million pounds, so there's a lot of I's to dot and T's to cross. So they need to be very diligent and understand what they're getting themselves into. What I do think is important to understand here is the mess that this could leave Liverpool Football Club in, and that's a potential rival for top 4, and dare I say it, top. Why I say it in this way is because all of a sudden the world knows Liverpool have 110 million when they were pretending to be broke this whole time. And they're going to have to go, not only miss out on their first choice in Moises Caicedo, they're going to miss out on their second choice at defensive midfielder. And this is where it gets a little bit sticky. Do they go in and like tempt Tchouaméni to come join him? Or Tchouaméni want to come join him from Real Madrid? Who are they going to go after to be the next best defensive midfielder? They let Henderson go, they let Milner go, they let Keita go, they let Ox go, they let Fabinho go. That's 5 midfielders that have left. And so far, they've only replaced them with Szoboszlai and McAllister. They need a CDM, and maybe even need a second CDM. They cannot depend on Matic all season, or whatever his name is. So the reality is, Chelsea are in a very firm position. I don't know if we're going to get both, but it looks like we are in very good position to get both. We get both. Orochukwu needs to go on loan. And I think we are stacked in the midfield for at least 3-4 years. Like, I would not want us to add any more centre midfielders for the 3-4 years. 4-3-3 all the way. Santos, Lavia, Enzo, and Caicedo. And Carney. That will be a beautiful array of talent in our midfield. Finally, we need to look at the move that's going to be happening with our goalkeeper. Yesterday, I said our keeper's going nowhere, purely based on the fact that I deduced it from what Pochettino said in his press conference. However, today we're getting alternative news coming out of Germany. It looks like Kepa has rejected a move to Bayern Munich, which makes sense. 2 + 2 is 4. Yep, we understand that. He's not going to Bayern no more. Makes sense. But it looks like he's set to accept a move to Real Madrid. After Thibaut Courtois got an ACL injury in training, it looks like they're actively trying to get a new goalkeeper. It was sounding out that he was going to be David De Gea. Ancelotti vetoed it. He said, I don't want De Gea. I don't think he's the right goalkeeper for me. And the goalkeeper I want us to go after, and he must have given a list, and Kepa Arrizabalaga is on the list. Chelsea are now in talks with Real Madrid. The player is heavily pushing for this move. He wanted to join Bayern Munich. He wants to join Real Madrid. I don't blame him for wanting to join those 2 clubs, by the way. And Chelsea and Real Madrid are in negotiations between how this deal is going to happen. Chelsea realistically want to sell, but if it's a loan with an option or an obligation, I think this could happen. And the reality in this situation is Kepa needs to get the hell out of Chelsea. The fans are against him. I don't care if there's a small portion of fans that think he's good, because a lot of us don't like him. He has done too much damage to undo. It will take too long, and even when he makes a minor mistake, straight away people look for fault. Every goal that goes in, the first thing is, what did Kepa do wrong? And we saw that in pre-season, and that was meaningless game. I think 2 goals that were conceded, both arguably weren't Kepa's fault. Like, the Almiron one wasn't Kepa's fault, but people were already, compilations, different angles, body positions, And it's just sometimes you need to get out of a toxic situation, and that's what he's in. He is in a very toxic situation with these fans. His time at Chelsea has been very topsy-turvy. Whilst the trophies may display success, the relationship with the fans is nowhere near as strong as it should be for a man that's won as much as he has. So I think Kepa will be going this window, and we will go get another goalkeeper to back up, Robert Sanchez. But guys, this was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed it. It's been a good few days in the sense that we got over the trough, we're into the peak. Hopefully we announce Caicedo and Lavia tomorrow. That will be amazing. And tomorrow there will be a match review. I hope you lot are going to be tuned in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts, because without your thoughts, this channel doesn't grow. And one more thing, you made it this far, hit the like button. Let's get out of it.